I'm a retired motor vehicle mechanic. As far as equipment, I run a swather. I have two Polaris tractors that are my main source of power. We're running a Dodge pickup with a Cummins diesel and presently driving a Dodge Stealth, a twin turbo. Love driving it. It's a real nice car to drive. The Dodge Avenger, I had driven it for a few months without using the fuel enhancing pill. Once I started using the pill, I really increased the fuel economy of that car. And the first tankful using the fuel enhancer, I jumped from 500, say 500 on average, to 560 kilometers, and I thought, well, there's 10% right away. I knew right then that this product was going to work. And on the 1st of April, that was the first time I got 601 kilometers out of a tank full. That's when my fuel warning lamp would come on. So this figures out well over 20% savings on by using this pill. There might be a little driver contribution there, I'll admit to that, but the savings are for real. These pills work. Unbelievable difference. It doesn't matter if you drive 5 kilometers to work or 50 kilometers to work, you should be using it because it will extend your fuel economy. It's unbelievable how it'll work. Well, I felt real good about it. Here we finally have a product that should be used throughout, the whole continent, this North American continent. It would reduce tailpipe emissions, smog in big cities. Like if California was to mandate that, hey, we should be using this, their air would be a whole lot cleaner down there. And I love the Dodge Avenger, but it kept my eye open for Stealth with the twin turbo. And last year I was lucky enough to come onto one that I thought was my car. It was the unburned hydrocarbons before the pill was 128 parts per million. And that's well within the standards. It didn't fail on that part of it. But after the pill was added and the vehicle was retested, the unburned hydrocarbons were reduced down to 8 parts per million. So that was 120 more parts per million of the hydrocarbons that were being burned because the pill was being used. And that's how this pill works. We burn more of the hydrocarbons that enter the combustion chamber, and we get more fuel economy and more power out of it simply because the computers today will adjust the injector on time, and the vehicle requires less fuel to give us the same power. And tailpipe emissions are reduced dramatically. They suggest it's well over 85%, and I have to believe that it is. It's dramatic. The pill works so well in the Avenger, I just knew right away the first time I put fuel in, it's getting the pill, and these engines will run on them just fine. You don't have to worry about them complicating warranties. In fact, engines will run sweeter on them than without them, because the combustion of the fuel is more complete. And it will reduce the emissions when the gasoline engine is running like crazy, and your carbon footprint is going to be a lot smaller. That would be the way I would suggest a person to go. We're in transition here, and we have a product that'll help society make that transition and reduce the tailpipe emissions drastically, unbelievably.